How in the world did we go from this to this? We have the wealthiest man in the entire world and the most powerful man in the entire world publicly embarrassing themselves, arguing like little schoolgirls for the masses to witness, all live in real time. Some of these accusations being spread are too serious to just say without substantial evidence. Even though, yes, it's entertaining, this should be handled behind closed doors. So let's look at what's going on and why Elon went from Trump's biggest supporter to now literally trying to get him impeached. I swear we're living in an episode of The Twilight Zone. The Matrix is real. We're all in a simulation because I swear you cannot make this kind of stuff up. Folks, welcome to your daily silver video. If you want the latest information of what's happening across the world and how that affects the price of precious metals, make sure you click subscribe, and by doing so, you have an opportunity to get silver shipped straight to your front doorstep just by clicking one button. And that button is subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss the entry video, and may the luckiest stacker win. What is going on between Trump and Elon? We're going to be diving into all of it right now, folks. We have 3 different articles. The third one is just posted a couple hours ago, and it's Trump's response. So we'll just be going over this entire situation. The second article is a timeline of their entire friendship. So we'll get some context, and then we'll see the most recent up-to-date news. So make sure you like this video if you do like the video. With that said, let's jump into it. Now, just to give a little context real quick, this all, from what I know, started when Trump announced the big beautiful bill, which in there mentioned that we were cutting EV mandates, and Elon didn't like that. Along with this bill would be adding several $1 trillion to the national debt in the next decade. And since Elon is responsible for trying to cut the debt down, he's saying that this would push us into another recession and just it'd be all bad. But Trump's point is that it would be helping the economy right now, and then in the future, right? It's kind of like what I always say, we're trying to get ourselves out of debt by replacing it with more debt. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. It will help us right now, but our kids are going to be stuck with the debt, right? So anyways, that's just a tiny bit of it. There's been accusations being thrown around. Elon said that Trump doesn't want to release those files. We all know what he's talking about, and that's because Trump is on the list, which is a huge accusation. You can't just say that if you don't. Anyways, though, let's jump into this article. Comment down below what you think about all this as well. Elon Musk calls for Trump to be impeached in escalating feud. As the Tesla billionaire ramped up criticism of the president's spending bill, Trump said he was very disappointed in his former ally. Elon Musk called for President Trump to be impeached as simmering tension between the two escalated into an all-out war across their respective social media platforms. The two men traded barbs for several hours on Thursday afternoon, with Musk at one point suggesting that Trump was withholding documents related to Jeffrey and the situation of that ring because the president himself was implicated in them. Trump fired back at Musk's flurry of posts by calling him crazy and suggesting his government contracts and subsidies can be canceled. And by the way, Elon said all this as soon as he left the White House, by the way. So Thursday's hostility erupted after Trump expressed that he was very disappointed with the former advisor who left his job as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, which was DOGE, last week after a friendly joint press conference at the White House. Musk has spent the days since lambasting Trump's signature economic proposal, dubbed the One Big Beautiful Bill, saying its measures do not do enough to cut America's debt, like I was just mentioning. Trump says, quote, Elon and I had a great relationship, Trump said during an Oval Office meeting with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz on Thursday. Quote, I don't know if we will anymore. Elon knew the inner workings of this bill. He never had a problem until right after he left. I'm very disappointed in Elon. Quote, I think he misses the place. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, some leave and become hostile. The bill includes tax cuts as well as plans to slim down government spending. It is being considered by the Senate after being approved by the House of Representatives last month. One of the measures is a proposal to remove consumer tax credits for EVs. Trump suggested that Musk's attacks on the bill were over concerns that it could damage his electric car company Tesla. If we're cutting back the mandates of X amount of EVs to be made, that's obviously going to hurt Tesla because it's not a mandate anymore. Musk denied knowing what was in the bill before it went to the House. So Trump is saying that Elon knew all about it, and Elon's saying he didn't know about it. Here's a timeline of their friendship before all this happened. And remember, we're also going to go over Trump's newest statement that came out a couple hours ago. So why are Donald Trump and Elon Musk fighting? A timeline of their friendship and explosive fallout. Need to know. These are need-to-know points. Elon Musk publicly endorsed President Donald Trump during his 2024 presidential campaign. After winning the election, Trump appointed Musk as part of his administration. And by the way, Elon said that Trump would not have won. He would not have won without Elon. So after winning the election, Trump appointed Elon as part of the administration. The Tesla CEO left the White House in late May of 2025 after a disagreement over the president's recent spending bill, which sparked an online feud between them. I'm not going to go into too much. Obviously, we just covered some of it. So after Trump won the election, he appointed Elon Department of Government Efficiency, which was DOGE. On May 30th, Musk left his role in the administration by disagreement over the president's spending plan, which was the big beautiful bill. And then on X, Musk claimed that Trump would have lost the election without him. Yeah, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know anymore from supporting yada yada. So that's where we're at with that. July 13th, 2024, Musk endorses Trump. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Obviously, we remember all of that. Let's go into this third article. This is from ABC News. And this was posted just a couple hours ago. Trump tells ABC, Musk lost his mind as CEO's dad says, make sure this fizzles out. He spoke with ABC News chief Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl. In a phone interview Friday morning, hours after his blistering exchange with Elon Musk, President Donald Trump sounded remarkably unconcerned about their feud, as if it weren't even the most interesting thing that happened Thursday. And to be honest, I mean, with everything going on across the world, it really isn't the biggest thing that should be on his mind right now is drama like that. When he answered a phone call Friday morning shortly before 7 a.m., ABC News asked him about reports he had a call scheduled with Musk later for the day. Quote, you mean the man that lost his mind? He asked, saying he was not particularly interested in talking to him right now. He said Musk wants to talk to him, but he's not ready to talk to Musk. And yeah, if you're going to come out and say that about somebody, that's not, you can't just say that about someone and then just expect them to be cool. Right, I don't know if I know Elon is on some medications. There's some clips of him going around that he looks pretty I don't even know what the word is, but he just looks like he's a little out there right now, a little cuckoo. Maybe took too much of his whatever he's on, Adderall or ketamine or whatever. But Trump then talked for a couple of minutes about other things, referring to inflation down, foreign investments up, and his plans for a visit to China, which would be huge. People close to Trump have described him as more sad than angry at Musk. And yeah, one advisor who was with Trump on Thursday night said he seemed bummed about the breakup, and that's the way he sounded on Friday morning. Trump is considering either giving away or selling the red Tesla he purchased to support Musk, a senior administration official told ABC News' Rachel Scott Friday morning. The Tesla was parked just on West Executive Avenue on Thursday. Trump made a show of checking out Tesla models at the White House in March as Musk's company took a hit as he arrived in Washington. And yeah, I mean, right now, the markets are going crazy. It's actually helped silver. Silver's at 13-year highs right now. Yeah, that's a big deal. So, speaking to Al Arabia, English from the Delhi airport lounge, and sorry if I butcher some of these names. Musk's father, Elon Musk, said he urged his tech billionaire son to end the feud. Quote, I haven't spoken to him, but I did send him a message, telling him to make sure this fizzles out. He said before saying, who thinks he will come out of this battle victorious? Trump, of course, will prevail because he has been voted by the majority of the people in America. The elder Musk blamed a great deal of stress for his son's actions Thursday. Yeah, especially, the Elon's just, I don't know if it's drugs or an ego trip or he's just that mad, honestly. I couldn't imagine that, but I don't know. The war of words on Thursday stemming from Musk's criticism of Trump's signature tax and immigration bill had Musk suggesting Trump would have lost the 2024 election without him, backing calls for Trump's impeachment and even claiming Trump was in the files regarding the investigation of that one thing. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT, Musk posted. That was his tweet on his platform, which is insane. Trump, in turn, had said Musk had gone crazy and suggested terminating Musk's government contracts and subsidies. Vice President J.D. Vance expressed his support for Trump amid the public dispute in a brief post on X, albeit hours after the back and forth between Trump and Musk began. The post didn't directly weigh in on Musk's attacks or criticize the Tesla billionaire, with whom Vance has his own history that predates his time as Trump's running mate and vice president. Quote, President Trump has done more than anyone in my lifetime to earn the trust of the movements he leads. I am proud to stand beside him, Vance wrote on social media. Vance still hadn't directly responded to Musk's accusations against Trump when he posted again on Friday morning. Quote, there are many lies that corporate media tells about President Trump. One of the most glaring is that he's impulsive or short-tempered. Anyone who has seen him operate under pressure knows that's ridiculous, Vance wrote, focusing his fury on the media. The White House called the public feud between Trump and Elon Musk an unfortunate episode from Elon, who doesn't like the one big beautiful bill because it doesn't include his policies. Quote, the president's focused on passing this historic piece of legislation and making our country great again, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said in a statement. Just hours after accusing Trump without evidence of appearing in those files, Musk showed some signs of trying to soften this tone, even appearing to agree with the post on X calling for the two to make peace. The first sign Musk was starting to walk things back came thanks to an account with just over 141 followers on X who suggested to cool off and take a step back. The post from the seemingly random user led Musk to reverse his threat to decommission the spacecraft used to transport astronauts and supplies to the International Space Station, a threat Musk had made just hours earlier. Good advice, Musk responded to the user. Okay, we won't decommission Dragon. See, that is someone who is unhinged. To just make such a big decision from some random person that has 141 followers on X just to say, yeah, you know what, that's a good idea. That's dangerous. That's a very dangerous type of person. And that's someone who should not have as much power as he does. So hopefully he gets his stuff together and gets off whatever that he's on, because he's very sporadic. And it's almost like it almost reminds me of someone who's using drugs, right? Or bipolar, something's going on. We know he's on the spectrum of autistic, and maybe that's why he takes whatever. But regardless, this is not a good situation, and it should be handled behind closed doors. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If I missed anything, then also leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe because I post daily videos. I will keep you guys updated if anything else happens. I'll keep my eye on it. So if you want the latest information on this and want to see how this ends, or if it gets worse or hopefully fizzles out, you'll get it here first, folks. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.